Hi, everybody. How are you doing today? I'm just going to back it up. So last night I was laying in bed thinking, what are we going to do today for our move and groove? Honestly, that's like my biggest challenge for you all. So welcome. I hope you are doing okay today. Before we get started, let's just have a seat for a moment. Before we get started, just sit up nice and tall and take a nice deep inhale and exhale it all the way out. Good. Do that 2 more times, lengthening the exhalation each time. All right, so just go a little bit deeper with the exhalation, releasing a little bit more each time. Good. And after that last exhalation, I'd like you to do just a little check-in for today. How are you? So I'm asking you, how are you? And ask yourself, how am I right here, right now, today, on April 30th, at noon, or if by chance you're watching this another time, how are you in this moment and time? If you're comfortable with closing your eyes, go ahead and do so. And meet yourself right where you are. Notice if sensations arise or discomfort, or I don't want to go there, I just want to just move and groove. Let's get to it. Just notice all that. You know, this is all part of our practice. This is all part of learning and figuring out our tools so we can balance ourselves, so we can come into equilibrium and have an ease when we're dealing and feeling emotions, sensations, thoughts. Just do a little check-in, all for you. And fine isn't enough. I'm fine. That's like my answer. I'm just fine. And really and truly, you know, I'm feeling frustrated, angry, sad, mad, glad, excited, just all over the map. So if you're fine, see if you can just go a little bit deeper. Good. I'm getting a little chuckle because I'm saying to myself, no, I'm really fine. I'm really fine. Anyway, wherever you are, just do that check-in, meet and greet with yourself, and welcome yourself here on your mat today. So let's stand up. So as I was saying, last night I'm laying in bed like, what are we going to do? What are we going to do tomorrow? So let's start off with those, like a little movement in a breath. Inhale. Oh, and exhale that all the way out. Inhale. And exhale that all the way out. And another very deep inhale. And exhale that all the way out. Good. Okay. We're just going to start stepping it side to side, side to side. Nice and easy. Good. And those of you who are joining me on a regular basis, feel free to get some music going, especially for this moving groove time. Right? So step together, step. Good. Now we're going to go 2 steps to the right, 2 steps to the left. Over to the right, side to side. Side to side. Good. Get moving. Get those hips going. Get those shoulders going. Good. Just let it go. Now we're going to step, cross, step from behind. Step, take the foot behind. Left foot behind. Right foot behind. Left foot behind. Good. Cross from the back. Back. Good. Step together, step. But the foot goes behind. Back. Good. All right. Now let's add heel up to the butt. Heel up. heel up, over to the left, over to the right. Doesn't have to be pretty. Just move that body. Now knee up. Woo. Knee up. Knee up. Knee up. Knee up. Knee up. Up. And up. Step together, step. Step together, step. Let's get a little clap going. Woo! Step together, step. Next time we go to the left, we're going to step it up. Step up and kick with the left. And back. And left, back with the right. Boom. Up. Back, knee up. And take it back, heel up to the butt. Knee up. Heel up. Knee up. Heel to the butt. One more time. Take it on back. Over to the right. And left. Good. Step together, step. Step together, step. Now we're going forward. Go. 1, 2, 3, and kick it out. Left back. Good. And back. Get the body moving. Work those arms. Woo! And forward. We're going to add the knee when we go forward. Here we go. Up. Heel to the butt. Knee up. To the butt. Knee up. Heel up. Knee up. Heel up. One more time. And take it back. Side to side. Just side to side. Side to side. Side to side. Good. Kind of sway it out. Ooh, sway it out. So you can get low. Side to side. Low, low, low. How low can you go? And take it high. High. How high can you reach? Deep breaths. Good. Let's come to center. Sweep those arms. Side to side. To side. To side. Over to the right. Lift up. Over to the other side. Come on back. Bring your hands behind your back. Bring your feet together. Reach your fists down, out, away, and up. Open your chest. Front hips lift. Breathe. Take your fist over to your right hip. Over to your right hip, right elbow back. Look to the left. Look forward. Look to the right. Forward. Drop your right ear to your right shoulder. Move your head around slowly. Good. And just feel where you might need a little extra attention. Shoulders are released down. Come back to center. Reach your fist down, out, away, and up. Open the chest. And release. Let's go over to the other side. Shoulders level. Look to the right. Center. Left. Center. Left ear, left shoulder. Good. And just look around. Good. Feel where you need that stretch. This side's a little bit tighter for me. I don't have as much mobility. Breathe. And breathe. Good. Come back to center. Reach your fist down, out, away, and up. Take a nice deep inhale. Exhale, bending your knees, lowering down. Belly, ribs, chest, and head. Let your head hang. Bring your arms up overhead. Take some nice deep breaths. And let your arms dangle in front of you. Just let your arms dangle and shake them all out. I'm going to say hi to some of you. Hi, Debbie. Hi, Bonnie. Hi, Beryl. Hi, Gina. Oh, hi, Beth. Hi, Damari. Hi, Shelda. Thanks for joining me. Okay, so we're hanging forward. Just let it all hang. Shake it out, shake it out. Shake your head. And then let's slowly keep that shaking going and just roll it up. Roll it up as you're shaking up. Even, just let it go. Who cares, right? Shake it out. Good. Ooh, just like you're all loosey-goosey. Shaking those arms. Good. Shaking the hips. Good. Shake, shake, shake everything. Shake your legs. Shake the other leg. Ooh, just shake it all out. Ooh, just shake it all out. Let those arms swing around. Let your head shake. Good. Good, good, good. Shake it out, shake it out. And then let it go. And all that energy that we just released, let's wash it off. Wash it off. Wash it off. Wash it off your head, your face, your neck, whole body, just down your arms, your legs, just let it go. Just rinsing it off. Letting go what you don't need. Make sure you get behind you, get your back. Good. Sweep it away, sweep it away, sweep it away. Let's bring our hands together right to our heart center. Let the breath rise and let the breath fall. Inhaling, bringing your arms up overhead. Reach all the way up. Good. Hold here, keeping the front hips lifted, squeezing your ears with your biceps a little bit. Keep the front hips lifted. Careful not to jet out the bottom. Good. Lift up. Heart center is open. Breathe. Good. And then keeping this liftedness, open your arms 90 degrees, keeping, I don't know if that's the word, the liftedness. Open the chest, keeping the front hips lifted. Arms are at 90 degrees. Lift. Roll through the shoulders. Interlace your fingers behind your back. Lifting up the hips. Opening the heart. Bending the knees. Lowering down your belly, your ribs, your chest. Finally, your head. Let it dangle. Lift your hips up towards the ceiling. The arms go up and over. Good. For sure, let your head hang. Hinging your body slightly forward, getting a deeper stretch behind the legs. Be able to wiggle your toes, but feel your feet placed down onto your mat. When you take that hinge forward, you will go deeper into the hamstrings. Breathe. Bend your knees, place your hands down onto the floor. Step your left foot back. Your right knee is directly over your right ankle and your chest is forward. Take your thumb on the crease of your right hip and draw it back and let the hips just sink down. Good. Firm up the back leg and you're just going to do a little lift and then a release down. I'd like you to go further down than you're lifting up. So it's a little lift and then a hinge down. Right, so to make this, practical for yourself, your left knee could be off the floor like mine is, or your left knee can be on the floor, which then if that's the case, you would just hinge back and forth like this. Okay. Otherwise, we're up and down. Up and down. Now let's lift the hips and just hinge it back a little bit. Hinge it back, maybe walking the hands back. Keep reaching your right hip back, chest is reaching forward. Breathe. You can use blocks, make fists or fingertips. Chest is forward, breathe. And now flex your foot, walk the hands back, breathe. Toes point up towards the ceiling, breathe. Breathe deeply. Place your right foot on the floor, bending your right knee back to the runner's lunge. Left hand to the instep of that right foot. Peel open to the right. Let's get that right hip drawn back a little bit. Feel open to the right, extending out, right out through your arms. Breathe, let the hips release down. Breathe, keep drawing that right hip back and keep planting down your right big toe joint, and your right hip draws back. Breathe. Look down, right hand to the inside of your right foot. Lower your left knee down and now open to the left. Good, breathe. Open to the left. The left knee came down and now we open to the left. Keep that left hip reaching forward, left arm up. Breathe. Good, breathe. Spin your chest out. Breathe right through the rib cage. Even take your left hand on your left side of your rib cage and you know, assist in that rotation. And breathe. Look down. Left hand comes down. You could stay right here with both hands to the inside of your right foot, or you can come off your left knee. So both hands to the inside of the left foot. You can be on the left knee. If you like, you can come down onto your forearms, bringing your chest forward, knee up or down. I will tell you, it's not one of my favorite poses. For you runners out there, you will probably feel this. Try not to push it. Try not to force it, right? Just see where you go. And let's take some nice, slow, deep breaths here. So I've been walking a lot, so my legs are tight. So I'm going to take it really slow and maybe kind of explore a little bit with the knee up, with the knee down, with the forearms down. Making sure that chest is reaching forward. If it gets too much and it constricts your breath, then back off. And breathe. Okay, bring your hands down onto the mat. If it's not already, push the ground away, push the mat away. And now bring your hands onto your right thigh. Pressing that thigh away, making sure that the right knee is directly over that right ankle. Breathe. Good, you can stay right here or bend your left knee. Grab onto your left foot or ankle with your left hand. Right forearm could just rest on that right thigh. Breathe. We're getting a nice left quadricep stretch and left psoas stretch. Breathe. Good. Get your balance and get steady. And if you like, take the right hand behind you and squeeze your heel to your bottom. Breathe. So we're squeezing our heel to our bottom. Good. Start to lift up the chest. Let's fine tune this now. Front hips are lifting. Good. Breathe. The more you lift up the front hips, the bigger stretch you're going to get in the quads. So take it slow. And then press your foot, your left foot into your hands, but keep that right foot firmly planted down. Breathe. So we're getting a little bit more into the muscular part of that left quadricep. Good. Breathe. If anything gets too much, just go to the previous stretch. And breathe. Good. Release. Lower down, hands down onto the floor. Come up off that left knee. Walk your hands forward. Walk your hands forward and come into a standing split. Now, don't worry how far your left leg goes up. I mean, it's amazing that some people could get that left leg up. I'd like you to have the hips square and the left leg just goes up as far as it will. Good. Breathe. Good. Breathe. And breathe. Bend your right knee. Place your left foot next to your right. Okay, you're sitting back into like a chair pose. Sitting back and bringing your arms up 90 degrees. 90 degrees, sitting back. Woo! That is a wobbly chair. Sitting back, lift up. And now you're going to stretch it all the way out. Good. Sit it back. Good. Inhale. Exhale. Sit way back. Be able to move your toes. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. And one more. Inhale. And exhale. Hold here. Hold here. Keeping those knees bent. Sit back. Sweep the right arm underneath the left. Kick out the elbows and the forearms. Chin in towards your chest ever so slightly. Sit back. If you need to straighten out your legs, go right ahead. Breathe. Sitting back, sitting back. Breathe. Slowly, slowly, slowly come on up. Unravel your arms, arms up. Right hand to the nape of the neck, left hand on the right elbow. Right hand goes down the spine. Breathe. Stay here or take the left arm behind your back, low back, mid back, upper back, or maybe you'll grab your fingers. Breathe. If you like, start to hinge forward, taking it slow. Hinging forward, and making sure that you're hinging forward enough where your hips are over your ankles, the hip bone over the ankle, so not leaning back. Breathe, just coming halfway down. Breathe. If you need to change positions with your arms, go right ahead, holding onto your wrists or your elbows. Breathe, lengthen, shoulder blades draw together, strengthening the back muscles. And breathe. Inhale, extend out. Good, release the arms. Come all the way up. Interlace your fingers, press the palms out. Extend over to the left. Lift up and over to the right. Lift up, interlace your fingers behind your back. Reach your fists down towards the floor. Heart center lifts. Lower down, belly, ribs, chest, and head. Lift your hips up towards the ceiling. Breathe. Give me a cleansing breath. Ah. Oh, we have company. Hi, Mason. And breathe. Lower your hands down onto the floor. And now you're going to step your right foot back, lengthening your spine. Left knee directly over that left ankle. Good, draw your left hip back. Good, keeping the base of that left big toe planted down. And we're just going to start with a little lift and then sinking it down. Little lift and sinking it down. Good, firm up the back leg, firm up the right leg. Breathe. Lift. Remember, the right knee can be down. Good, lift and lower. We're getting a little bit more intense stretches today. That happens. So make any adjustments that you need to. Let's lift up the hips and then hinge back. Good, hinging back, lengthening your spine. Left hip continues to draw back. Breathe, right knee could be down. Good, breathe. Good, get right to your edge and then soften. Right, feel the tightness and the resistance through your breath, right, through your mental thoughts. Soften. Flex your left foot, toes up. Good, breathe, chest is forward, breathe. Good, keep drawing that left hip back. We want to stay here long enough where we can make a difference. I'd like you to go from like, ooh, to like, ah. Just keep drawing that left leg back. Notice if you're clenching on, right? There's that clenching on, like, ooh, I can feel it, and we grasp on. Soften right into that, relax into that. And breathe, and then place your left foot down. You're in your runner's lunge. Right hand to the instep of that left foot. Good, and we'll just make sure we're aligning here. Left knee over the left ankle. Spin your chest open. Come onto the base of your right big toe joint. And left arm up. Breathe. Good, breathe. Good, open the chest wide. Breathe, let the hips sink down. Left hip draws back in right into that piriformis. Good, breathe. And breathe, look down. Good, bring the right knee down. Good, left hand to the inside of your left foot. And now you're going to open to the right. That left hand's the inside. Press your left knee into that left arm a little bit. Spin open. Right hand on the rib cage. Spin that chest open to the right. Good, and right arm up. Right toes could be tucked under or pointed away. wherever you feel more stable. Breathe. Good. Breathe. We're going to get a little deeper into the hips and external rotations in a little bit, so just bear with me. And breathe. Look down. Right hand down. You could stay on the right knee. Good. And you could stay on your hands if you like, or if you like, come down onto your forearms. Good. This side is not as painful for me. Breathing in and breathing out. If that left knee torques out a little bit, let the left foot follow. Everything's pointing forward for now. We'll get into the external rotation in a little bit. Breathe. Good. And once again, especially if this is challenging for you, like I'm feeling it and I'm just like holding on a little bit. So that tension, that tightness, release the breath. Soften, right? Soften at that edge. Breathe deeply. Give the exhalation a little bit more of a punch. And breathe. Good. Push the ground away. Good. Stay here. Right knee down if it's not already. Bring your hands onto your left thigh. Breathe. So you've got a nice, right away we have that right quadricep stretch. Left forearm on the left thigh. Bring your right heel to your bottom. You don't have to, right? You can just stay here with your hands onto your forearms and keep lifting up the hips. No problem with that. In fact, before you even grab that foot, come on back, lift, keep the hips lifted, press the left thigh away. I want you to be able to feel this, that you don't have to go far, but I want to make sure that everybody has an option. So you're pressing the left thigh away, the right hip is reaching forward. The hips are then lifting up. Those front hip bones are lifting up. Breathe. Now, if you want, go ahead and bend that right knee. Left forearm just rests down a little bit, squeezing your heel to your bottom. Good. Breathe. You could stay here or take the left hand behind you as well. Breathe. Left foot is firmly planted down. Have a steady point of gaze. Try to just listen to my words instead of watching. I try to articulate as much as possible. Breathe. Left foot plants down. Left knee is directly over the left ankle. Right hip is forward. Left hip draws back. Now, if you like, press your foot into your hand. It will do that slow. And make sure, I didn't mention this, if you need anything under the knees, place a blanket or anything underneath your knee to make it feel, a little more comfortable. Good. Right at that moment, I lost contact with my eyes. I started to wander with my eyes. Good. Breathe. Good. And breathe. And plus, this side is so much tighter. Actually hurts. All right. Right foot down. Left hand down. Come up off that right knee. Good. And now you're going to walk the hands forward. Standing split. Breathe. Folding into your left thigh. Don't worry about how high that right leg goes. Breathe. Breathe. Left foot plants down. Breathe. And breathe. Bend your left knee. Place your right foot next to your left. Good. Sitting back into a chair pose. Good. This time bringing your arms up. Bringing your arms up. Now you're going to straighten out the legs and hinge it back. Reach. Sit back. Be able to wiggle the toes. And lift. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, hold. Open the arms. Left arm underneath the right. Kick out the elbows and forearms. Breathe, chin in towards your chest. Sit back. Kick out the elbows, forearms, chin in a little bit. Breathe. Sit down, breathe, make that edge. And now slowly come on up. Open the arms, palms face. Left hand to the nape of the neck, right hand to the left elbow. Left hand's gonna go down the spine. Breathe, stay here. Or right arm opens, goes into that rotation. Take the right arm behind your back. This side needs a little help. A lot of help. And breathe, front hips lift. You can hold on to your wrists or your elbows. Nice deep inhale, exhale, hinge forward, and then hinge at the waist. So you want to lean forward and then hinge at the waist. Make any adjustments that you need to. Lengthen, breathe. Good, back is long and lengthened, shoulder blades gently drawn together, and breathe. Inhale, extending out, release the arms, this is where you're going to feel it. Bring the arms up and hands to your heart. Step your feet open wide. Extend your arms out. Interlace your fingers behind your back, rolling the shoulders up, back, and down. Squeeze your fists together. Soften the knees, lower down, belly, ribs, chest, and head. Arms go up and over. Either squeeze the palms together, or you could open the palms. Okay, either way. Hinge forward, lengthen the spine. Give me a cleansing breath. And breathe. Inhale, halfway up. Hands down onto the floor. Make a diamond with your index finger and thumb. Hands right beneath the heart. Extend your left arm out to the left and twist it open. Breathe. Look down, left hand down, right arm out, twist it open and breathe. Look down, right hand down. Turn your right foot out. And your left foot is going to be parallel with the edge of the mat. And you're just going to squeeze that right knee open. Just squeeze it open. That's all. And then come back to center. Turn the right foot in a little bit. Left foot turns out. Just opening up into the hip. Just inviting this hip to open up. Sit your bottom back far enough so you don't need your hands. But if you need them, no problem. Just working in that direction. And let's switch. Right foot turns out. Good. Opening up into the hips now. Good. Come on back to center. And the other side. Let the hips drop in, over to the right. Switch sides. And then over to the left. Over to the right. Right foot turns out. All right, so that left foot plants down. Right arm to the inside of that right foot. Extend your left arm out. So we're opening up in the hip now. Opening up into the hip. Breathe. Right, so we have this external rotation. Right knee, ankle, and foot are all in the same line. Right, they're all on that same line. Breathe. Outer, this left leg is your stabilization. Outer edge of that left foot is firmly planted down. Breathe. Let the hips sink down a little bit. Breathe. And breathe. Look down. Sweep it over to the other side. Turn that left foot out. Okay, left knee, ankle, and foot. They're all pointing the same direction. Left hand down. Outer edge of that right foot planted down. And now let's open up. Left arm presses into that left inner thigh, a little bit lower inner thigh towards the knee, but also that knee is pressing into the left arm. Breathe. Good, opening up those hips. So happy to open up these hips. Breathe. And breathe. Good, look down, hands down. Walk your hands to the front of your mat. Sweep your right leg up in the air behind you. Option, come down onto your left knee. Open your hip to the right wall. Good. Look over or look just right over your shoulder. You're just opening up that hip. If your knee is off the floor, you would look underneath that right arm. Circle your right ankle a little bit, one direction, and then the other direction. Pressing the ground away evenly with both hands. Breathe. And breathe. Roll the hip in, extend the right leg out, step the right foot to the right thumb, lower the left knee down. Walk, now listen to this, follow this very carefully. Left knee is down, left toes we point away or tucked under. The right foot, you are going to inch it forward about 5 inches, right? So it's on an angle. Then you're going to turn that right foot out to 2 o'clock, okay? And then you're gonna roll onto the outside of the right foot. As we had done that last pose where everything, the ankle, the foot, and the knee were pointing the same direction, so does this pose, right? See the right angle here, this is really important. Right foot is flexed, left hand is down, right hand to the inner thigh right here. Breathe. Good, breathe. Making sure you're rolling on the outside of that left foot and the toes are drawn towards the knees. Just definitely look at my leg and then look at your leg. Good, and now you could stay here or bend that left knee, reach back with your right hand, but I'm gonna kind of undo it a little bit. I'm gonna roll in, get the left toes, then bring my hand to the pinky sides of my toes, and then spin the chest open right here. Let that hip open. Breathe. Keep the right foot flexed. Navel draws to your spine so you're not collapsing in the left arm. Open up the right hip. Breathe. This is a great stretch. It gets so much. We have an external rotation of the right hip. The foot is flexed, so it helps support. The muscles are engaging to help support the right knee joint. We have the inner thigh. We have a quadricep stretch on the left side, or actually then if you have the foot, you have the heart center opening and you're also stretching through the shoulder and the left arm is working in strength. Breathe. And breathe, release down. Good, come on back. Zigzag that right foot back in. Okay, come up off the left knee, walk the hands forward, and now come into this Ardha Chandrasana, this half moon, where the right hand's on the floor, the right foot's on the floor. You lift the left leg up, glue your eyes to the floor, just open up the hips right here. Open up this left hip. Breathe if you like, left arm up. I'm totally out of the screen. But just listen to me. You don't have to watch everything. Good, breathe. Good, and breathe. Did a little check there. My leg was too high. Good, opening up. Good, breathe. Good, and breathe. Look down, left hand down. Roll the left hip in. Step the left foot to the right. Lengthen your spine and fold. Good, just fold nice and easy. Let it all go. Hands down onto the floor. Step your feet back. Let's go into a downward facing dog. Lift your left leg up. Right knee could be down. Okay, open your hips to the left wall. Let your left heel drop to your bottom. If you're on your knee, you'll look over your shoulder. If you're off your knee, you'll look underneath your left shoulder. And just opening up this hip. Breathe. And breathe. Roll it in. Extend it out. Left foot to your left thumb, right knee down. Walk your left foot out about 5 inches. Turn your left foot out to the left. Right, so then you have the right quadricep stretch. Left foot is turned out. Right hand is down, roll onto the outside of that left foot. Left hand on the inner left thigh. Good, breathe. You can stay at any one of these increments. Don't push, don't force, just breathe. Take this slow. This is a great stretch, but we don't want to overstretch or, just hurt ourselves by pushing too fast too soon. Good, breathe. You could stay here or bend that right knee. You got to go in and get out. Grab onto the pinky side of the toes and then open. Good, breathe. Good, breathe. Nice and steady. Chest open. Foot's pressing into the hand. Right, external rotation, left side. Going deep into that hip. Right quad stretch. Good. Strengthening this right arm, chest open. Breathe. And breathe. Oh, such a good stretch. Right hand down. Zigzag that left foot in. Good. Come up off the right knee. Take it forward. Ardha Chandrasana. This side. It's also nice, the wall right here, it's really nice to do Ardha Chandrasanas right up, I mean this is right up against the wall if you have that opportunity to do it. Good. Breathe. Feels good. It's like I could stay here all day. La-di-da. So what's going on? How are you? Good. I'm just a picture on the wall. Good. All right, look down. Left hand down, left hip in. Step that left foot up. Step the right foot wide, and you're just going to come into Malasana. Come into Malasana. Oh, we worked hard today. Good. Good. Just let those hips open. Lower down. Good. Bring the knees in. Good. Take your feet as wide as the mat. Just let those hips rock from side to side. Just let them rock. Just kind of sweeping them out side to side. Please send me any suggestions. Even stuff if you like something or don't like something. Please tell me. I won't take it personally. If you want to focus on something, I'm doing this Tuesdays and Thursdays at noon. 45 minutes. We always do a little like movement first, and then we go into some stretches. Good. Alrighty, come on in. Good. Cross your legs. Sit up nice and tall. Take a nice deep inhale. Exhale it all the way out. Good. You could stay in this upright seated position if you like, or go ahead and lie down. Good. Lying down. Take a nice deep inhale and exhale it all the way out. If you're sitting up, same thing. Place one hand on your belly and one hand on your heart and connect. Right? Connect with the essence of your being. Gently feeling your body expand and contract. Your belly is soft. You can feel heaviness of your eyelids upon your eyes, your lips barely touching. And as you have a very soft belly, and as you relax more deeply, your body begins to feel heavy. And more heavy. Relax more deeply. We moved a lot of energy. My hopes is that we release some of that clenching and holding on that binds us. We have so many layers. So now allow yourself to release even more deeply. As you feel your belly rise and fall, your body expand and contract. Meeting these edges and then softening more deeply, more deeply, and more deeply. This is how we restore ourselves, how we renew and replenish. We need to move the energy often. We need to change our physiology often. So when we feel stuck or hopeless or helpless or depressed or sad and grieving, we need to feel it, right? And we need to move, and then we can release. We can't just will it away. This is a whole body, mind, and spirit job. Allow yourself to go a little more deeply. stay with any emotions that arise. Know that you are embraced and held and loved and nurtured by the earth that you lie upon, that she is holding you, enveloping you. And you are safe and you are secure right here, right now. So let go into her and allow Mother Earth to hold you. Feel free to stay here as long as you like. And if you hear my voice, just allow the vibration, the sound, just to move through you if you choose to just stay. Otherwise, slowly begin to reawaken. As you begin to reawaken, know that right where you were just a few moments ago is a place that you can attain anytime you like. Anytime you like. That it's there, it's within you. Right? That no matter what's happening in the external world, right, there's this place within you that is of peace and ease. So let's remember. Just remember. And when we forget, let's remember again. So stretching into your body, breathing more deeply. Gently bring your knees into your chest, roll over onto your right side, and come on up to a seated position, sitting up nice and tall. Bring your hands together to our heart center. I thank you so much for being with me today. Thank you so much. Be safe, be well, make good choices. Send prayers out to those who are challenging, that have challenging moments right now. The first responders, nurses, doctors. Send prayers and out to the grocery store workers and the gas attendants and everyone that is making these essentials for us, these very base essentials, be here for us so we can survive. Stay well. Again, I thank you so much for being here with me today. See you next week. Namaste. Please send me any messages.